I'm sure I was very rude to him, like, okay, who is this? Is this Doug McCombs? Who's messing with me? And when he was sincere, David and his manager made it very easy. It was very clear they understood our model. He had publishing, and we figured out the mechanical royalties as part of the structure, which is not something we normally do. I think at the time he blogged that he made more money per unit with the 50% profit share. He's obviously made way more money from other records, but on the per unit sold, the percentage was very high. So
for that kind of record, it was a largely instrumental record. I was a fan. I am a fan of the label. So I've done this score for a film, and it seemed like here's maybe somebody or here's a label that might understand this and might actually be able to get this music to other people who may like this music, as opposed to taking some, to a major label and they're just going to feel like, oh, what do we do with this? It was.
And there's different ways to make money on records, but Bettina, explain your business model as opposed, because a traditional record company deal, an artist will maybe make 10%, right, David, on a record sold? Once they recoup.
Yeah, about 14%. And there's all sorts of fine print.
Yeah, you can do all packaging deductions, video deductions.
There's also the breakage fee for the MP3 file, I think, now.
I think when Wilco, their record, I think they got deductions because they made a double album. That's a deduction.
Right, they did. They actually had to pay the record packaging costs.
Yeah. So Thrill Jockey was inspired by labels like Discord and The Great Touch and Go, and it's a 50% profit share. So in general, we pay for the recording, and then we manufacture it, and once it goes into profit, that's split equally 50. So the more records you sell, the more you make. And we try to keep our costs very conservative so that the threshold for starting to go into profit is achievable. And that's really important to me, that at least we can. And then my staff costs, like rent, people's salaries, all that stuff comes out of our half. That's not included in the royalty share. So all the things that are included are recording, the manufacturing of the LPs, CDs, and maybe cassettes, all the promotion stuff. Anything that's directly related to the record is included in the cost.
Do you fund the recording for some of the artists?
Most.
And then I'm assuming you set a limit. You go, okay, you're not bringing an orchestra in here.
Yeah, I mean, if they really want to, Matt Friedberger's next record is with an orchestra, so then we have to find an orchestra that we can do that, whether it's going through a university or someone that wait. There's always, it might take a little longer, but there's always a way to achieve that goal. And it, of course, it relies on the goodwill of whoever the engineer is going to put in more time than they get paid for and things like that. But usually, because people are excited about what is going to happen, they're willing to kind of throw in.
I worked with a guy recently from Seattle, Jared Bischoff is his name, and he recorded an orchestral record, and he did it by he put his laptop and some mics and stuff in his backpack, and he would bike to the different musicians' houses. Like he'd go to the cellist's house, or the cello, and then he'd go to somebody else's house, and very, very slowly he would layer on the bed until he had a whole orchestra's worth of stuff, and it sounded incredible. And you would never know. You would never know when you did it that way.
So exactly. Just using your imagination.
Yeah, that's amazing.